Photography is the art, application, and practice of creating durable images by recording light, either electronically by means of an image sensor or chemically by means of a light-sensitive materials such as photographic film. It is employed in many fields of science, manufacturing, and business, as well as its more direct uses for art, film and video production, recreational purposes, hobby, and mass communication. Types of photography. There are various types of photography, including portrait, landscape, wildlife, aerial, sports, event, fashion, architectural, and many more. Each type requires a different skill set and often different equipment. Photography equipment. This primarily includes cameras, lenses, and lighting equipment. The choice of equipment can greatly affect the quality and style of the photographs. For example, different lenses can provide different levels of zoom and depth of field. Photography techniques. There are numerous techniques in photography such as exposure, macro, high-speed, panorama, HDR, infrared, and etc. These techniques can create unique and striking images. Post-processing. After the image is captured, photographers often use software to enhance or alter the image. This can include grabbing, adjusting colors and contrast, removing unwanted elements, and more. Photography can be a hobby, a form of artistic expression, or a profession. It allows people to capture moments in time, tell stories, and communicate emotions and ideas.
The three basic types of photography. Landscape photography. Landscape photography focuses on capturing the beauty and grandeur of natural landscapes. It often includes mountains, forests, rivers, beaches, and other scenic locations. The aim is to convey the vastness, serenity, and awe-inspiring qualities of the natural world. Landscape photographers often use wide-angle lenses to capture expansive views and pay attention to composition, lighting, and weather conditions to create stunning images. Portrait photography. Portrait photography is all about capturing the essence and personality of individuals or groups. It aims to highlight the unique features, expressions, and emotions of the subjects. Portrait photographers work with people in various settings, such as studios, outdoor, or events. They use different lighting techniques, poses, and backgrounds to create compelling and visually appealing portraits. Documentary photography. Documentary photography involves capturing real-life events, people, and social issues to tell a story or raise awareness. It aims to document and preserve moments of historical, cultural, or social significance. Documentary photographers often work in photojournalism, capturing news, events, and social issues. Or they may focus on long-term projects that explore specific subjects or communities. The goal is to provide a visual narrative, informs, educates, and evokes emotions. Each of these photography genres requires specific skills, techniques, and approaches. Photographers specializing in landscape, portrait, or documentary often develop their unique style and vision to create impactful and visually compelling images.
The photographic triangle, also known as the exposure triangle, is a fundamental concept in photography that refers to the three key elements that determine the exposure of an image. These elements are aperture. Aperture refers to the opening in the lens through which light enters the camera. It is represented by a F number. Aperture controls the amount of light that reaches the camera sensor and also affects the depth of field. A wider aperture allows more light and creates shallow depth of field, while a narrower aperture lets in less light and increases the depth of field. Number 2. Shutter speed. Shutter speed refers to the length of time that the camera shutter remains open. allowing light to reach the sensor. It measures in fractions of seconds. Shutter speed controls the amount of motion blur in an image. A faster shutter speed prefers motion but allows less light, while a slower shutter speed captures motion blur but requires more light. ISO. ISO determines the sensitivity of the camera sensor to light. It is represented by numerical value. A lower ISO value is less sensitive to light and produces cleaner, less noisy image but requires more light. A higher ISO value is more sensitive to light, allowing for shooting in low light conditions but can introduce more noise grain in the image. The photographic triangle illustrates the relationships between these three kinds of elements. Adjusting one element affects the other, and finding the right balance between them is crucial for achieving a properly exposed image. For example, if you want a shallow depth of field with a blurred background, you may need to increase the shutter speed or ISO to compensate for the increased light entering the camera. Understanding the photographic triangle allows photographers to have control over exposure and creative aspects of the images. It enables them to have informed decisions and achieve the desired visual effects of their photographs.
Photoimaging refers to the process of manipulating and enhancing images using digital tools and software. It involves various techniques and tools to modify, improve, and transforms photographs to achieve desired results. Photoimaging can be used for artistic purposes, commercial applications, or personal projects. Some key aspects of photoimaging are: number 1, image editing. Photoimaging software allows for basic editing tasks such as cropping, resizing, and rotating images. It also provides tools for adjusting exposure, contrast, saturation, and other image parameters to enhance the overall look and feel of the photograph. Number 2, retouching. Photoimaging enables the removal of imperfections, blemishes, or unwanted elements from an image. It includes techniques like spot healing, clone stamping, and content-aware fill to seamlessly remove or replace objects or areas within the photograph. Number 3, color correction. Photoimaging tools offer precise control over color adjustments. This includes adjusting white balance, correcting color cast, and fine-tuning individual color channels to achieve accurate and pleasing color reproduction. Number 4, filters and effects. Photoimaging software provides a wide range of filters and effects to apply creative enhancement to photographs. This includes applying artistic filters, adding textures, creating vintage or film-like looks, and applying special effects like blur or vignettes. 5. Compositing. Photoimaging allows for the combination of multiple images or elements to create composite images. This technique is commonly used in advertising, product photography, and creative projects where different elements are merged together to create a cohesive final image. 6. Image restoration. Photoimaging tools can be used to restore and repair old or damaged photographs. This includes removing scratch, stains, or tears, as well as restoring faded colors or damaged areas. 7. Image manipulation. Photoimaging enables more advanced techniques such as image manipulation and digital art creation. This includes techniques like photomontage, collage creation, surreal or fantasy image manipulation, and digital painting.
Post-processing in photography refers to editing and enhancement of image after they have been captured. It involves using software tools and techniques to refine, adjust, and improve the appearance of the photographs. Post-processing allows photographers to bring out full potential of their images, correct any imperfections, and add creative effects. Here are some common post-processing techniques used in photography. Exposure and contrast adjustments. Post-processing software allows photographers to fine-tune the exposure and adjust the contrast of an image. This helps to balance the tones, bring out details in the shadows and highlights, and create a more visually appealing image. Number 2, color correction and white balance. Post-processing allows photographers to adjust the colors of an image to achieve the desired look. This includes correcting any color contrast, adjusting the white balance, and fine-tuning the saturation, vibrance, and hue of different color channels. Number 3, sharpening and noise reduction. Post-processing tools enable photographers to enhance the sharpness of an image and reduce any noise of grain. This is particularly useful when working with image captured in low light conditions or using high ISO settings. Number 4, cropping and straightening. Post-processing software allows photographers to crop their image to improve composition and remove any unwanted elements. It also provides tools for straightening horizons and correcting any perspective distortion. Number 5, retouching and spot removal. Post-processing enables photographers to retouch and remove any imperfections in their image. This includes removing blemishes, dust spots, or distractions, and performing more advanced retouching techniques like skin smoothing or object removal. Lastly, creative effects and filters. Post-processing software offers a wide range of creative effects and filters that photographers can apply to their images. This includes black and white conversations, vintage or film-like effects, selective color adjustments, and more. Post-processing is a creative and subjective process, and photographers often develop their own editing style and workflow. There are various software options available for post-processing, including Adobe Lightroom, Adobe Photoshop, Capture One, and many others. These tools provide a range of editing capabilities and allow proper photographers to unleash their creativity in transforming their image into stunning final results.